I was here before the country was even called Canada. For me, I'm more than a Canadian.
Well, it's a story that few Canadians know.
My name is Bernadine Walking Bear. I'm from the Thunderchild First Nation in Saskatchewan, and I am the granddaughter of veteran George Horse, World War II, and also he's a Korean War veteran.
When the war broke out in the 1930s, Second World War, they can fight for their country. They can be citizens of Canada because they weren't really considered citizens of Canada at the time.
Well, the First Nations, first of all, were exempt from conscription by treaty. A treaty promise was that they would never be asked to fight in the Queen's War. Despite their exemption, First Nations volunteered in droves and went overseas. They volunteered, in fact, so quickly that government policy couldn't keep up with how quickly they were showing up to sign up to go to war.
For the war, everybody was the same. As far as we could, where we were in the army, everything was okay.
I don't think I done nothing special for that. I just wanted to be in the army, you know, I enjoyed it.
It was there for the first time that a lot of our veterans got a taste of equality, what it was like to stand shoulder to shoulder with non-First Nation soldiers. Over there, they were all the same. They depended on each other for their lives.
The army was good because the people were there. You worked with them. Everything worked fine with the army. It was after the war that everything fell apart and you had nothing. And that's the problem, all Indians had nothing eventually.
You think of Canada as a place to go where, you know, freedom is there and all that. It is for the non-Aboriginal. We live under an act. It's called an Indian Act. No one else has to live under that. Just the first people. The first people that were on this continent have to live under an act. And when they brought us in from our nomadic ways, our freedoms and all that, and created the reserves, they imposed systems on us. Took away our values, took away our systems that worked for thousands of years. We wouldn't have survived till the 1800s when they came in and done all this. Through those systems, this is the end result. Violence, suicide, disrespect. That's the end result when people impose their ways on someone else.
We all know that Canada owes an outstanding debt to these men and women. These men and women who went off to war and risked their lives like any other soldier, whatever color. And yet here they sit, how many years down the road? 50 years, 60 years down the road. Here they sit waiting for their benefits 60 years later. It's unbelievable.
We done the same thing as the white guy. We fought for Canada. And you'd think that something would happen for that, but it doesn't. And that's where the problem was. was the change of time, or the change of how you were treated from one time to the next.